Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Matthias Farms, and today we're going to be brewing kombucha. This is a fermented tea. Now I'm going to start off with my hotel, and I'm going to take a cup and a half to start my new brew of tea. And you're going to get the hang of this. I'm going to estimate about a cup and a half to start my new tea brew. So we're looking about a cup and a half here. Okay. Now what the hotel is where I store all of the Scobies. And this is the fermented brew here that has been fermenting now for 7 days. So we ferment this for 7 days. This creates a baby Scoby. And just so you understand which one's the mother Scoby and which one's the baby Scoby is, remember it this way. The mother always carries the baby. So the baby's up top. So what I'm going to do here is split these. I'm going to put the baby in here, which is going to be my new brew, and I'm going to put the mother in the hotel. And the reason I'm putting the mother in the hotel is because I could always use these Scobies for other brews. Or I could give them away. I give them away to people. I have them for later. So I'm going to split these two here. And the other thing that I did is I washed my hands and I hand dried them because I don't want to get no contaminants on the baby Scoby here. Peel this apart. You gotta be careful that it doesn't rip. I always keep the lighter side up top so that when I start my new brew, that I put it in the same way with the lighter side facing up. Now the mother, which was carrying the baby, I'm going to put into my hotel. And as you can see, I have several Scobies in here from previous batches that we had made. And I'm going to put this into the hotel. And that's why I call it the hotel, because it carries multiple Scobies. Now from here, what I'm going to do is fill the bottle with my tea. Okay, now that we got this filled, we're going to wipe the top because we don't want no liquid up top, because we want a nice, tight, clean seal. And you want to tighten this, but not too tight, because these are plastic lids. You don't want to break them. So I got this tight. And I want to note here that I put mangoes in here. And then the other thing, when you're done with the funnel, make sure you put it in your next bottle so that stays clean. The mango helps create carbonation. And you can see how many mango that I had put in here. I'd taken them out of the freezer, waited until they thawed, then I cut them up to smaller pieces. Now we got this filled. We're going to do a second ferment for 3 days. Our first one was for 7 days. Our second ferment is going to be for 3 days. After 3 days, you could place these in a refrigerator. As soon as they're cold, you could crack it open and drink it. Just be careful. When you open this, if you've done it right, it's going to have lots of carbonation. So usually all the fruits at the bottom, when you open this, it's going to rush to the top. So I like to open it slowly and then maybe close it a little bit so it doesn't get everywhere. That sometimes happens. The other thing that you got to do is you have to feed your hotel. So you put your Scoby in here and you have to feed it. And how I do that is I'll take 2 scoops with the ladle here and place it into the hotel so it feeds this for the next batch. Because remember, we took a cup and a half out of here and we put it in with the baby Scoby to start it. Remember, we did that at the beginning. So now that I put 2 scoops in there, I could finish filling the rest of the bottles. But one more thing, so I boiled tea, 2 large Lipton tea bags in 4 cups of water. I did that, I bring it to a boil, shut it off, and then I let this steep for 15 minutes. I'm taking these out now. Now I have to put 3/4 cup of cane sugar in, and then I'm going to stir this in until this dissolves. Now after this dissolves, I'm going to add a 1/2 gallon of filtered water that I filter through a Brita filter to cool this down. And then with that, I'm going to start my new batch and allow that to ferment for the next 7 days. So I'm going to keep stirring this until that completely dissolves before I put the water in for it to cool down. Okay, now I finished bottling the kombucha. Now I'm going to cool down our tea concentrate by pouring an estimate 2 cups in here of our filtered water. There, it's about 2 cups. I'm going to stir this to cool this down. And the reason you want to cool down your concentrated tea before you put it back in here, I'm using gallon containers, is so that you don't damage your Scoby. You don't want to damage the bacteria and yeast that is in your Scoby. This is a living organism here. So, okay, this is cooled down now. Now I'm going to pour this in here. Okay, now I'm going to finish pouring the rest of the water in here. Now remember, we started off with 4 boiling cups. I have a 1/2 gallon container. About 2 cups I poured in here to cool it down, our tea concentrate. After I did that, put it in here, then I put the rest of the 1/2 gallon in here. Now from there, I'm going to put the baby Scoby into our new brew. And we always keep the lighter side up. So I'll place this in here, let it go. This is alive, it will move itself to the top if it doesn't at the initial install, when you initially put it in here. And then remember the starter that we took a cup and a half from our previous hotel, so that we're going to use that for the starter. So we got an estimate 1.5 cups in here right now that I'm going to pour in here. And then I'm going to cover it back up. And the reason you want to cover it back up is you don't want to get any fruit flies or anything else in here. You want to keep this dust free and clean. So you just get a rubber band, put this on here, pull this down tight if it doesn't go on correctly the first time. Now we're going to start our 7-day ferment with this. We have 2 of these now. We have the hotel. Now we dated this. Did I date this? Let me date this. Okay, I got the date on here. Now I know that 7 days from that date, I'm going to bottle them. So here I bottled all these, and we have a couple different bottles. These are some of the ones that we had used from previous kombucha that we had bought from stores. These are my favorite bottles. This is a swing top. I like the way it looks, so I like this one. You just got to be careful because there is a lot of carbonation after we do our second ferment at 3 days. Place it in the refrigerator. When it gets cold, when you open it, it's going to fizz out. So you got to be careful with these. This is another one. I like this one a lot. It's more practical, I think, because when you go to open it, it starts fizzing up. You can tighten it back up a little bit, or tighten it loosely and allow the air to come out slowly. And here's our finished product. Please subscribe, like us, and I'll see you in our next video. Thank you for watching. It's good.